purpose of going into the presence of God, you will not be lost in the crowd. What do I mean being lost in the crowd? You come into the church, you are here to serve God, but you allow different things to steal away your attention. And that was what the spoken word was talking about. Adultery. Is it adultery in the church? In the heart. Adultery in the heart. The general purpose of going to the presence of God or going to church is to serve God. But because we don't have this, probably somebody preach, you are in need of something, and somebody say, oh, come to our church. That need will be met. And so you are coming into the presence of God, not because to serve him, but you are coming so that your need will be met. And the moment God meets that need, what happened? You rather go away, or you are in there and you become lost in the crowd. But the message that came before now is for us to be able to identify the reason why we are in the presence of God, the reason why we are created, the reason why you are where God has placed you today. And like I said yesterday during the Bible study, God desires that we serve him. Our purpose is to do what? That's why Solomon concluded the book of Ecclesiastes with this statement that let us hear the whole the whole conclusion of the matter. Before he said conclusion, he may have tried different things. For those of us who are familiar with the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon put his hand in different things in life. And what was he trying to look for? Peace. What was he trying to look for? Satisfaction. What was he trying to look for? All manner of things that would just fulfill, make him to fulfill his self-gratification. But he discovered that in trying to get in these things, he was going farther away from God. Because why? Because he started with God. And he knew the relationship he had with God. He knew how God was dealing with him. He could speak to God. But he come to that state, the moment he lost the presence, he loses focus. He could no longer relate with God. And he thinks in his mind, he was thinking he could get these things from other means. The peace he had before with God, he thought he could get it from marrying women. He thought he could get it for building all manner of, different kinds of building. He thought he could get it from, getting concubine. But the end of it, he said vanity upon vanity. It is what? Vanity. And that's why he has to make this conclusion. That let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. That a man must be ready to fear God and obey his commandment. A man must be ready to fear God. And so what is that thing you are looking for as a youth? Out there. The reason why you are where you are is because you have not identified whom God has made you to be. And I want to tell you tonight that you have a purpose in life. You are not just an ordinary person. People may be saying things that brings you down. People may be looking down on you, but tell them no. A man cannot define me. The only person that can define me is God. And so I have my origin from my source, who is my creator, my father. And so whatever you are saying, that is not who I am. I am a new creature. I am regenerated. I'm choosing to show forth the glory of God. The purpose, one of the purpose of God in our life is to show forth what? His glory. Because you have been created in the image of the Father. And so when the world looks at you, they should see Christ in you, not seeing an image, not seeing an idol, or not seeing one star. Just as many of us, instead of us being ourselves, we are copying one idol. We are copying one star. Regina asked her, I want to be like, are you Regina? No. Regina is somebody different. You are somebody different. And so you cannot be Regina. It doesn't matter what she may have attained in life. You can do better. Praise the Lord. Because you are created in the very image of God. And so once you recognize whom you are and you know your identity, you'll be able to create your own brand. You will be able to make a difference in your generation. And so desire that as we identify our purpose in life, it's not just about identifying the purpose, the grace to be able to fulfill that purpose. And how can we fulfill that purpose? We must be determined. Because of time, I'm just trying to wrap up, some of the things I need to say. This message can be preached for 2 days, but I'm trying to a kind of round up, match up everything. First of all, sit down and say, what am I created for? What is my purpose in life? And your purpose must be to impact people, not yourself. If your purpose is centered on yourself, then something is wrong. It's all about myself. And when you do that, someone is saying, that thing, don't you think you should do it? You say, no,